Human behavior has been the subject of fascination for centuries, with numerous studies shedding light on the complexities of how we think, act, and interact with others. Some of these studies have challenged traditional notions and changed the way we understand ourselves. Below are 10 fascinating studies that have significantly influenced our understanding of human behavior. 1. The Stanford Prison Experiment, 1971. One of the most infamous studies in psychology, the Stanford Prison Experiment, conducted by Philip Zimbardo, aimed to explore the psychological effects of perceived power. College students were assigned roles as either guards or prisoners in a simulated prison. The study had to be halted after just 6 days due to the extreme behavior exhibited by both groups, demonstrating the power of situational factors in influencing human behavior, particularly in authoritative environments. 2. The Milgram Obedience Study, 1961. Stanley Milgram's groundbreaking study on obedience explored how far individuals would go in obeying an authority figure, even if it meant causing harm to another person. Participants were instructed to administer electric shocks to an unseen individual as part of a learning experiment. Shockingly, many participants complied with the orders, even when they believed they were causing pain. The study highlighted the power of authority in influencing people's actions, even when they contradict personal ethics. 3. The Bobo Doll Experiment, 1961. Albert Bandura's Bobo Doll Experiment demonstrated the power of observational learning in shaping behavior. In this study, children who observed an adult model acting aggressively toward a Bobo doll were more likely to imitate the same aggressive actions. This study contributed to the development of Bandura's social learning theory, which emphasizes the importance of modeling behavior in learning processes and the impact of media violence on children. 4. The Marshmallow Test, 1960s. Walter Mischel's Marshmallow Test is a classic experiment on self-control and delayed gratification. In this study, preschoolers were given a choice. They could eat 1 marshmallow immediately, or wait 15 minutes and receive 2 marshmallows. The study found that those who were able to wait tended to have better life outcomes in terms of academic achievement, health, and financial stability. This experiment highlighted the importance of self-control and its long-term effects on success. 5. The Strange Situation Experiment, 1970s. Mary Ainsworth's Strange Situation Experiment explored the attachment styles of infants and young children. The study involved observing how children responded to separations and reunions with their mothers in an unfamiliar environment. The findings identified 3 primary attachment styles: secure, avoidant, and ambivalent. This research helped shape our understanding of early childhood development and how attachment patterns influence relationships later in life. 6. The Robbers Cave Experiment, 1954. Musée for Sheriff's Robbers Cave Experiment examined how intergroup conflict and competition could arise in isolated environments. 2 groups of boys at a summer camp were introduced to each other with the goal of fostering competition. As expected, competition led to hostility, but the study also demonstrated that cooperation toward a common goal could reduce intergroup conflict. This experiment provided insights into group dynamics, prejudice, and conflict resolution. 7. The Good Samaritan Experiment, 1973. In an experiment led by John Darley and Daniel Batson, seminary students were asked to give a talk on the Good Samaritan parable. On the way to their talk, they encountered a man in distress. The study found that the students' likelihood of helping the man was influenced by how hurried they were. Those who were rushing were far less likely to offer assistance, illustrating how situational factors like time pressure can influence altruistic behavior. 8. The Asch Conformity Experiment, 1951. Solomon Asch's conformity experiment explored how peer pressure influences individuals to conform, even when it goes against their own judgment. Participants were asked to compare the length of lines, and although the answer was clear, many conformed to incorrect responses given by confederates in the group. This study shed light on the powerful influence of social pressure and the human tendency to conform, even in the face of clear evidence to the contrary. 9. The Hawthorne Effect, 1920s. The Hawthorne effect, discovered during a study at the Western Electric Hawthorne Works, found that workers' productivity increased simply because they were being observed. The study initially aimed to examine the effects of lighting on worker output, but the increased attention from researchers led to greater productivity. This phenomenon revealed the influence of attention and observation on human behavior, particularly in workplace settings. 10. The Invisible Gorilla Experiment, 1999. In this now famous experiment by Christopher Chabris and Daniel Simons, participants were asked to watch a video of people passing a basketball and count how many times it was passed. During the video, a person dressed in a gorilla suit walked through the scene. Astonishingly, about half of the participants failed to notice the gorilla. The study highlighted the limitations of attention and how we often miss obvious details when focused on specific tasks. This phenomenon is known as inattentional blindness. These studies have not only shaped the field of psychology but have also provided profound insights into human behavior that continue to influence research and practices in various fields, from education to business. Understanding these psychological dynamics helps us navigate social interactions, improve self-awareness, and foster healthier environments in our personal and professional lives.